or you can type in the chat. I would love to know if you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Solomon. Chidi Manuel, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, Zipporah, fantastic. Good to have you here. Benjamin, I see you. Sandra, I see you as well. Fantastic one. All right. So good to be here as usual. My name is Mohammed Suleiman, and I'll be driving this session this evening. And I want it to be a highly interactive session. So get ready to use the chat a whole lot. Get ready to use your emojis, your favorite emojis. And most importantly, get ready to learn, and take something home at the end of the session. So, but first things first, I would love to know where you are all joining us from. You can type it in the chat. I am joining in from Lagos, Nigeria. So I'd love to know where you are joining us from. So type that in the chat. While that is going on and more people are joining, you are all welcome once again. You are all welcome once again. And also note that at the end of the session, you would have the opportunity to ask questions. Okay, so if you have any questions, ensure to note it down, okay, so that you can ask as much questions as you possibly can once my presentation ends. Okay, so you can start asking questions. Okay, I can see people joining from Ibadan, Imo State, Kaduna, Akwa Ibom, where again, Port Harcourt, fantastic, Imo, Kogi, Onimisi John, Onimisi Wadahi, Abudahi. All right, so good to have you. Good to have each and everyone here. Ogun State, fantastic. Yeah, so I'm super excited to be here. Like I said, let's make this a very interactive session. Is there going to be a pre-recorded, not pre-recorded, recorded, okay, is what you want to say. Okay, recorded. So the session is currently being recorded, but only those who fill the attendance form will get it in their email. Okay, don't worry, I'll let you know once the attendance form is available in the chat, so you can fill it out and it will be sent to your email. Okay, it is available now, so just click on the link and fill the attendance out and type done in the chat once you have. Okay, everyone, type done in the chat once you have filled out the attendance form, so that you can get all the resources that I will be displaying tonight. And talking about resources that I'll be displaying, you should be able to see my screen in 3, 2, 1, and now. So let me know if you can see my screen. So you let me know once you can see my screen. You can type clear in the chat once you can see my screen. Okay, I have started sharing, but I'm not sure if you can see it. Okay, you can't see it. All right, so let's hold on for a moment. You should be able to see my screen. People are already typing clear in the chat. Is it my video you can see on my screen? Which one now? I'm confused. Okay, but now I've started sharing. Which one can you see, my screen or my video, or both? All of the above, none of the above, or one of the above? Which one is it? I dreaded those kind of questions back in school. You ask a question and you're telling me all of the option A, all of the above, option B, none of the above. It's confusing, isn't it? All right, okay, both fantastic. So we are good to go. So tonight, you would not just see how you can become an automation expert, how you can become an AI expert or build your own AI agency. You'd also see, I would also show you people who have done it. Okay, so and what they did exactly to be able to achieve that. I would also talk about what the market is behaving like right now and what it's going to be in the near future. So within yourself, you know exactly what you should do and when you should do it. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? Type ready in the chat. And only one person has typed done in the chat, which means only one person is going to be receiving my slides, the recording, and every other resources that I will be displaying in the session. Okay, so once again, if you have any questions, ensure to note it down. Just write it down in a jotter somewhere. At the end of the session, I'll let you unmute. You'll be able to talk to me the same way I am talking to you right now. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Now, this particular webinar is for you, all right? And if you are that person who is interested in AI, you really don't know what to do next, or you know that AI goes beyond just chat GPT, but to what extent? What do you do? What other tools? Then you are in the right session. Now, right now, 72% of employers cannot find the right AI talent that they need to hire. 72%. What this means is that there is a huge gap to be filled. Yes, there are AI professionals, but there are not enough talent to fill the demand right now. The boom that has happened in AI is the strongest so far in tech. Okay, we've had the data analytics, data science boom, you know, that happened about half a decade ago. That was when I got into the tech wave. Right now, it is saturated, and it is not as easy to break into those career paths now than it was as it was 5 years ago. Now we are in that same state today with AI. Okay, we are in that exact same state today with AI. And speaking about AI roles, they pay 67% higher than your regular tech role. So these incentives exist so that the recruiters can attract the right talent. So it's a win-win for whoever has decided that, you know what, I want to get into the AI space today. And AI is such that right now you do not need to learn coding or even have any coding background. Listen, there are two different things. To be able to do the job, you don't need to learn coding. To be able to learn how to do the job, you don't need to have any coding background. I'll get into, you know, more of that. And from the Future of Jobs report, right now, 41 countries have reported that we lack talent when it comes to AI roles. Okay, when it comes to AI roles. And you may be here currently, you're a student or a fresh graduate, you know, or you're a job seeker, or you're a working professional. You have what you're currently doing, okay, but you want more. All right, or you're an entrepreneur, okay, and you want to scale your business with AI, and you are struggling to not just find the right talent, but even you yourself, how do you become educated with AI? You're a freelancer, okay? You do maybe virtual assistants, you do copywriting, you know, email marketing, or so to say, but it is saturated now. I was speaking with somebody the other day, a freelancer, and she told me that any virtual assistant job she sees on Upwork, a job that was posted like 2 minutes ago, almost 100 people have already applied. That's how saturated it is. So you think you are early 2 minutes, you are late, it's gone. So that is where we are now. But with AI, you are increasing your bar. You are moving into that space where the saturation is non-existent. Okay, my name is Mohammed Suleiman, like I said earlier, and I wear many hats. I'm an AI specialist, a data analyst, a data scientist, a business intelligence analyst, and a top tech trainer and mentor. Currently serving as the head of training here at Analytics Business, and I am the ex chief operating officer of Navient Analytics, and I've helped so many people get into the tech space over the last half a decade. And tonight I'll be sharing that same expertise with you, okay, so that you can learn as well, and not just transition into tech, but also start to help people make that switch. A little bit about who we are here at Tenalytics Business. We are a leading edtech firm, and what we focus on is helping Africans get into the tech space, and we've done immensely well over the last half a decade of our existence. We're based in Alberta, Canada, and London, UK. And over the last half a decade, we've been able to help 4,000 plus Africans make that transition into tech, into the tech space. We've made this happen through currently 172 full-time employees across board since our existence, 300 plus industry experts, and we help people transition into data analytics, health tech, cybersecurity, business intelligence analysis, AI automation, AI data analysis, AI video creation, AI software engineering. The list goes on and on. Now, let's get into some of the real talk here tonight, guys. Are you ready? Let's get into some of the real talk here. We're going to tell ourselves the truth. So I need to know you are ready, because again, like I said, this is going to be an interactive session. Right now, I want you to use the chat a whole lot. Once I'm done my presentation, you will now be able to ask me questions. Okay. Again, the attendance form is in the chat. You will see the link posted by one of my colleagues, Deborah Noah. Ensure to click on it and fill out the attendance form. Fill out the attendance form so that you get the recording of this session, my slides, and every other resource that I will be sharing. Type done. Exactly. Type done. Okay, fantastic. So let us use the chat to answer this question. What is more important? What do you think is more important? Is it what you believe employers want from you before you get hired, or what employers actually want from you? What do you think is more important? What you believe employers want from you, or what employers actually want from you? Who wants to answer that question quickly in the chat? Type your response in the chat. Type your response in the chat. Which of these two is more important? Okay. What you believe employers want, or what employers actually want? Okay. Chidi says B, fantastic, which is what employers actually want. Sandra says the same, what they actually want. Okay, what they actually want. Fantastic. So which means it is important that we know exactly what they want. And I'll paint a scenario right now. You want to hire for an AI automation engineer. Just imagine you are a recruitment manager and you want to recruit somebody for an AI automation engineer role. Listen very carefully. Okay, Mr. A. This is Mr. A. Let's call him Mr. A. Mr. A has 7 AI certificates. Listen very carefully. 7 AI certificates. Think of the certificate in AI. He has it. He has knowledge of ChatGPT. He knows how to use ChatGPT. He knows how to use Claude. He knows how to use Gemini AI. And then you have Miss B. You have Miss B. Miss B has 7 AI automation projects that she can show you right now. She can show you those projects right now. Okay? And she also has a portfolio to document and demonstrate this project. Who will you hire? Who are you going to hire? Okay? Who do you think will get the job? The person who can show you that, oh, I can do this, I have done this, or the one that just says, I can do it. I can do it, or I can do it and I have done it and I can show you. Who will you hire? Fantastic. Majority are saying Miss B. And that is exactly how recruiters think, especially in the tech ecosystem. If you are looking to break into tech, okay, this is how it works. You have to have proof of work. Okay, you have to have proof that you did this thing. Again, ensure to fill out the attendance form if you are just joining us. Okay, fill out the attendance form. And it's an interactive session, so ensure to use the chat, up until the point where I would let us be able to speak with me. Now, employers want only two things from you. Simple. Number one is the skills. They need to know that you have the skills, and number two, they need to know that you have the experience. They need to know that you have the skills, and they need to know that you have the requisite experience. Okay, Rachel, that is exactly why we are here. Okay, so before you ask questions, just write it down. By the time I'm done with my presentation, I would have answered some of the questions you have in mind, and then the ones you think I've not answered, you can then ask. Okay, so these are the two things that recruiters are looking for: skills and experience. If one of the two is missing, forget it. You don't have the qualification to get into tech. Okay, especially AI. So competence is a combination of what? Skills and experience. Competence is a combination of skills and experience. So experience validates your skills, not your certificate. I used to tell people, okay, that in tech, it is competence above credentials. Competence above credentials. CAC. Just remember CAC. Competence above credentials. Okay? Competence above credentials. So, and when you talk of competence, you are talking about you having the skills and the experience. So, how exactly do you build competence so that you can land an AI role or build your own AI agency in 2026? Okay, in 2026. All right, in 2026. So, number one is this: you need to learn a high in demand skill. You need to what? You need to be able to learn a high in demand skill. And when we say high in demand skill, there are a lot of them out there: AI automation engineering, AI video creation, AI in data analytics, AI in business analysis, and so on. There are a whole lot out there. But when you learn a high in demand skill, like I've mentioned earlier, it makes it 10 times easier for you to land a job. It makes it 10 times easier for you to land a job. Right now, 1.6 million AI positions exist across all job boards. 1.6 million roles need to be filled. And the estimated talent pool globally is somewhere around 518,000 that are qualified for this role. So you see that gap? Just 500k plus people are qualified for the role, and you have 1.6 million open positions, and that explains why 72% of employers cannot find the right AI talent to fill a role, and AI roles are paying 67% more than your average tech role right now, and it takes more than 2 months to actually find the right talent if you really want to go down that rabbit hole as a recruiter. So you as an African, your easiest way to breaking into tech right now is learning an AI skill that recruiters are willing to pay for. Okay, learning an AI skill that recruiters are willing to pay for. Okay, so you and me and everyone inside of this meeting right now, we are here to what? To fill the gap between the 1.6 million open AI roles and the 500 plus thousand qualified candidates. Okay, so when these numbers start to equal each other and cancel each other out, that is when you say it is now saturated. We've seen this happen. We've seen this happen so many times. Okay, recently it has happened with data analytics, data science, and the likes. I'm talking of just 5 years ago. Okay, now we are seeing the same trend with AI. And the difference is that with AI, things are going to happen much faster. If you're the type that listen to the news, especially about what's going on in AI, so many updates are coming up. So many updates are coming up, and you know, you can you can you can key into some of these things. Okay, so right now, as an AI data analyst, you can earn up to $2,000 on a monthly basis. Okay, as a AI business analyst, you can earn about 1,800 dollars on a monthly basis. AI automation, those are the ones that are balling the most right now. If you are into AI automation, okay, because so many use cases, you cannot finish the use cases that are available in AI automation. You can't. There are just so many use cases. Okay, AI agents that will serve as personal assistants, RAG agents, and so many more. AI content strategists. So you create AI videos, you create AI powered content. Many brands are keen into this right now, and they're looking for people who are specialized, not people who just sat down and figure it out. They want you to be a specialist in this, and you get paid a handsomely. Same as AI project managers, same as AI HR analysts. Okay, all right. So let's go further. So today you can get into several AI career paths. Okay, you can get into AI and data analytics and HR analytics. Okay, so what you need to know here is you need to know your Excel, your foundations. Okay, you need to know what generative AI is. You need to know co-pilots and how to use AI to assist your analysis, building dashboards with tools like Power BI. Okay, building enterprise AI analytics and deploying it. Okay, using modern AI data analytics tools like Zebra AI, Bricks AI, Quadratic AI, and so on. Julius AI is there as well. And many of these AI tools are also available for free. As I'm saying them now, you can just check them out and you see exactly what it is. You can also get into generative AI for business analysis and project management. Again, you start from the very foundation, work your way up to project initiation. How do you initiate a project? Many of you already do this right here, right now. If you are, say, an event planner, or you like to organize people to do something, you already have some of the inherent skills to become an AI business analyst. All you need to do is just to pass through this and ensure that you complete projects. Okay, and by so doing you become a business analyst or project manager that is empowered with AI. You also have AI automation engineering, all right, where you automate processes. Okay, imagine walking into a restaurant, scanning a QR code, it takes you to WhatsApp, and then you can chat with the AI agent on WhatsApp, make your order, make payments, it confirms your payment, and your order is brought by a human to your table. Okay, so it's we are moving into that reality, and businesses are constantly in need of people who can do it. And you can do this in 2 months. Okay, attend classes on Saturdays, Sundays you spend that on um more self-paced resources. I'll get into the details of this. But the timeline is 8 weeks in total. First 6 weeks you'll be focused on learning and creating projects, and the final 2 weeks, will be focused on what we call your capstone project, where you will now face those projects on your own, and we will just be there to guide you. Okay, you put your skills to the test. Now, this is Olusegun Agbolade. Some of you who were here very early heard him speak. But let me quickly tell you a little bit about Olusegun, especially for those. I'm sure majority of us have not heard him yet. Olusegun Agbolade, this young man, lives somewhere in Lagos and works for a logistics firm, and he has a background in finance. So nothing to do with tech, nothing to do with tech. And then he discovered that, what, he can't continue like this. He needs more. What did he do? November 2025, he signed up for our AI automation program, and 2 months, he completed it January this year. As he was completing it, he got his first role as an AI automation engineer working remotely for a Canadian-based brand, and he worked with them for 4 months. Once his contract ended, he he was able to set up his own consultancy firm. Right now, as we speak, Olusegun Agbolade is the founder of Luxerion AI. And what do they do? He builds solutions for businesses, and Olusegun is doing very well. Okay, Olusegun Agbolade is doing very well. This is what his LinkedIn profile, looks like. Okay, this is what his LinkedIn profile looks like, and I'll just share, his LinkedIn profile link. But for those of you who have filled the attendance form, you'd also get this. You'll be able to, go through all of these. So this is Olusegun Agbolade's profile, as you can see, Luxerion AI Studio, and you can go through his experiences. He started from being in the finance space, working with a logistics firm, and right now, as we speak, Olusegun is running his own AI agency. All of this happened in a space of a total of 6 months, from zero to taking the program and building his own AI agency. 6 months in total. 2 months for the program, worked for 4 months, and he set up his own AI agency. So how do you also, effect that kind of change? All right, what do you need to do to also effect this kind of change for yourself? Okay, so let us listen to Olusegun. Let's listen to Olusegun. Let's hear what Olusegun has to say. Okay, let's listen to him in a bit. So you would see Olusegun Agbolade on my screen right about. Okay, so help me confirm that you can hear, that you could hear the audio. Confirm you could hear the audio. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. All right, so I'll just take it back so that you don't miss out on anything. Okay, so let's listen to him.
So, and for one thing more will not actually get me there. So I told myself that I needed a structure, I needed guidance, and I needed a clear path in which Tenalytics business gave to me. Over 11 months, I moved from data analysis to data science and now AI automation engineering. It wasn't pretty, to be sincere, it wasn't pretty. There were days I felt behind, there were days I wanted to quit. But with the guidance of my tutor, great tutor, Abdullah Musa, I kept showing up. I kept building projects. And I shared most of those projects on LinkedIn. That changed everything. LinkedIn became my proof of work. It became my portfolio. It became my voice. People could actually see on my profile what I was building, not just read on my CV what I was building. Eventually, it paid off. I landed the tech role not by luck, but by skills that I've gathered over time. So if you're actually watching this and you feel stuck, hear me clearly. Don't give up. Growth is slow before it's visible. Stay consistent because it works. Thank you, Tenalytics Business, for granting me that platform to scale high. Thank you very much.
Now, that was Olusegun Agbolade, and he mentioned something very succinct. He said that LinkedIn became his portfolio. I don't know if you heard him say that. He said LinkedIn became his voice. People are not only reading it on his CV that he can do it, they could see it. LinkedIn became his proof of work, his social proof. So if you are here and you want to make the kind of change that Olusegun made to his life by learning AI automation engineering, it's not just about learning it. Nobody knows what you are doing if you are not putting it out there. So you need to have that mindset shift that it's not when you are done learning, you now start posting. You post it as you are learning it. As you are building, you are posting. As you are building, you are posting. If not, tell me how Olusegun was able to land a job right at the tail end of his training. Some people, which I'll still show you, it takes like maybe another 2-3 months after the program before they land their first role. Okay, but you want it to happen fast for you. You don't wait till the end of the program before you start showcasing those things that you are building on your LinkedIn page. Okay, so let's switch back to the slides. Okay, just confirm you can now see the slides. So you let me know if you can see my slides. I'm switching it. Oh, I see some people say audio went off for a while. Okay, audio is good. All right. All right. Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Confirm. Mic check. Mic check. Testing 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Okay, fantastic. All right. So, and the link is here. You can always go back and listen to Olusegun Agbolade. Now he became an AI automation engineer, and as if one good turn was not good enough. They say one good turn or one good dance deserves another. He started his own AI agency. Now, number 2, and listen very carefully, guys, is you have to learn it the right way. I don't know how much I can stress this. I don't know how much I can stress this. And if you have not filled out the attendance form, ensure to fill it out. If you're having trouble clicking the link, just read the remainder of the message in the chat and you'll see what you need to do. You send a DM to the phone number attached to the message. That's Janet. and she would help you fix that. Okay, filling the attendance form is only what gets you the slides that I'm presenting, the links, the resources that I am even yet to share with you right now. Okay, number two is you need to learn the right way. What is the right way? Because it's not enough to just pick the right skill. You need to learn it the right way. What is learning the right way? Learning the right way involves two things. Number one is you need to do the job that you want to get into. Keshiru, nobody's going to take your name down. You need to fill out the attendance form. You need to actually fill out the attendance form if you want us to record that. So you want to become an AI automation engineer, for example, you need to start building projects in AI automation. You need to start building AI automation solutions. So you want to learn in a project-based environment and learn by doing the real work. I'm not saying reading. You don't read to become an AI automation engineer. You build solutions. Okay, for example, the World Cup just ended. If you were to be a coach and you have two teams, Team A, they watch YouTube videos, and that's the only thing they do. Team B would not just watch those videos, they will also go to the pitch and train. Who do you think would win the match? Who do you think would win the match? Team A or Team B? Team A that watches only videos, or Team B that also practices and does that real work by going to the pitch? Exactly, Team B. So it's not about, oh, why is it not working for me? Is it just me? Why is it working for others? Why is it not working for me? The real question is, am I doing the right thing? Am I learning the right way? And this is just the first part of learning the right way. The second part is you need to showcase your work. In fact, I can just stop the session here and say, this is our lesson for today. You need to show your work. Okay? You need to show workings. Are you with me, guys? When I say show workings, you need to build a project portfolio. You should have a place where a potential recruiter can go and see everything that you've done. And I'll be showing you, a couple of portfolios today. Are you with me? All right. So let's look at Chiemerie Frank. Chiemerie Frank, I love to speak about Chiemerie Frank. Okay. And the reason is because I wrote his professional reference letter for him. Okay, so I wrote it for him. This is Chiemerie Frank. Okay, he got a job I think last month, if I'm correct. That's May stroke June, ending May, early June. He got a job, and this is what his portfolio looks like. All right, so he has this link, and the funny thing is that you see this link, it's a website, free website. He does not pay any subscription to keep his website on. He built it once and it is running for life. Okay, and as if that is not even good enough, to build this website you don't need to code. You're not writing any code. Click here, drag here, drop here, upload this, upload that, upload your image. That is it, and you are done. So Chiemerie Frank built this under our guidance, and he put all the projects he worked on while with us, he put it in his portfolio. So when you click on view my portfolio, you start to see the projects that Chiemerie Frank worked on. Now, it's not just screenshots. If you look very closely, for each of the projects, you see a link that you can click to interact with that project. So as a recruiter, you can come here and click. Imagine a recruiter comes here, clicks on the link, clicks on continue to destination, and it takes them to the actual project that Chimere Frank built. So Chimere Frank can be sleeping. Okay, he can be sleeping somewhere now, and he has this link online. It's live, it's running, and recruiters can keep on checking it out. So at the point where they invite you for an interview, after they've gone through your please, who are team A and B? FIP Innovations, probably your network skipped. So just focus on what I'm saying now, because what I'm saying is even more important. All right. Now, recruiters will come here, and at the point they invite you for an interview, they've already seen what you've done. So they just want to hear from you and confirm that you are really who built these things. That's just what they are confirming at that point. They are not testing you, they are not checking whether they just want to know, are you really the person who built it? That's all. Okay. Some of them can come through LinkedIn DMs. There are some other strategies that you can also use to reach out to startups without applying to jobs. And you need to know these strategies, okay, to increase your chances. So here, if I click on the human body, it changes, the whole dashboard will change and show me information for just human body. If I click on kidney, the whole dashboard would update again and show me only information for kidney. If I click on the liver, how does smoking affect the liver health? It shows me just information for liver. If I click on lungs, the same thing. So when a recruiter has seen this, all they need is to speak with you to know whether you are the one that really built this. And once you are able to do that, you are good to go. And that's where we also come in terms of preparing you for an interview. So you work on many projects, okay, ranging between 10 to 15 projects, a lot of projects, that simulate the real world. Okay, so what you're going to be getting in the real world, that is exactly what you'll be working on, and that is how you will learn. Multiple case studies, here and there, and that is how you are going to, of course, you get guidance. We'll not just leave you to work on it yourself. You get guidance up until your capstone project that finalizes the whole thing. Now, number 3 is you need work experience. You need to gain foreign work experience. Now, I was having a discussion today with someone, and the person said, "Oh, how do I get a job in, say, Canada? Where do you feel the attendance is right above your message? The message before yours, Pius, is right there." Okay, so just click on the link and fill out the attendance form if you want the recording and all the other resources that I'm sharing. Now, so I was having a discussion with someone earlier today, and the person said, "How is it possible that I am in Nigeria and I get a job working for a company in US?" I spoke to someone, the person said it's very difficult. Yes, it is difficult when you don't know the right place to go. You don't know how to do it. You are just doing what you think, you are not doing what is right. For example, there is a platform called Outlier. You can't open an account on Outlier in Nigeria or in certain countries, but you still have Nigerians earning on Outlier. Okay, so what you need is how to go around it, okay, and what platforms you should go on. For example, crossover.com, micro1.ai, and so on, jobgetter.com. You can work remotely directly from Nigeria or any other place for any company on the globe, okay, especially in the Europe and North America. So it is knowing how to do these things, but you still need to gain work experience that you can show these startups. So how do you do it? You see those projects you are working on in class, they are not just projects. Because they mimic the real world, what the strategy for you is that you are claiming work experience with Tenalytics business. and saying that you consulted with Tenalytics business and you were able to work across multiple projects, portfolios, and you worked with ABC, you worked with so and so clients, from so and so region, and that way you are building foreign work experience from wherever you are. Coupled with your portfolio, that is the solid evidence that you need. That is the combination you need to be able to thrive. Okay. And then number 4, you need to know where to apply. I've talked about this already. Okay. When I was talking about Outlier and the rest, you need to know where and how to apply to these jobs. Okay. So there are so many job boards, but you don't just go there. Some of them you may not even know about it. Okay. You may have not heard about some of them. But this is how people are going about it. And you keep wondering, oh, how is it not working for me? I've tried this, I've tried that. Oh, it's hard to get a job on Upwork. Oh, it's hard to get a job on Outlier. In fact, you cannot open an account. How do you still go around those limitations? Okay. And even the ones that are open, like straightforward for Africans, how do you still navigate it and beat the remaining talents that are also on there? So what we do is we show you these job boards, and we also get job links for you so that you can apply to these jobs. We show you how to do it as well. And number 5, you need a reference to keep the job. Look, if you've ever tried on your own, okay, you do it the German way, okay, you were able to force your way into the interview and all of that, this is where you'll get to, and you would start to cry. How do you get a reference? So because you are claiming work experience here with us at Tenalytics Business, we also issue you professional references so that at the point you are going to be giving that offer and you're asked, can you provide a reference? Can anybody vouch for you that, oh, you really have worked with them and you know how to do these things you say you know how to do? That is where we come in. And we've written references for so many people. Chiemerie Frank. And I would love you to listen to Chiemerie Frank. I was the one who prepared this particular reference for Chiemerie Frank. Okay. So, and it was the icing on the cake for him. All right. He joined one of our programs, I think in November, and then 6 months later, he got his first job, So, which means even after his program had ended, he was still able to come to us, ask us for interview prep, ask us for reference letters. Okay. So let's listen very quickly to Chiemerie Frank. Okay. And then I'll show you a project. I'll show you one of the projects that you will be building. For example, you want to build an AI agency. Okay, you want to build an AI agency. How exactly do you do that? Okay, how do you do that? Okay, so let me see if I can bring up Chiemerie Frank very quickly so that you can listen to him. Okay, so that you can listen to him. So this is Chiemerie Frank. Okay. Okay, so this is Chiemerie Frank. Okay, joined one of our programs in November 2025, completed it in February. All right, and he landed a UK-based remote job in June 2026. Okay, so fresh graduate serving in Rivers State, and he joined us, and that was how he was able to navigate his way. In June was where he landed his first tech role. And if you see Frank Frank, Frank is unassuming, easygoing. Okay, at first glance, you would think Frank is not someone who can do this. Okay, but it's not about the looks; it's about what you have up there. And Frank had it, and that was how he was able to actually land the role. So let's quickly take like 1 or 2 minutes to listen in to Frank. Okay, let's listen to Frank. So I'm gonna share my screen to show Frank. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen to show Frank so that you can see him. So that you can see him. All right. So you let me know. You give me a thumbs up once you can hear his audio. Okay. You should be able to hear his audio anytime soon.
To thank Analytic Business for their support, the encouragement, and everything during and even after the training, for the continuous growth and development that they have provided to me. During the training, a lot was being taught. I actually learned a lot during the training from my coach, and I didn't just stop learning after the training. I continued developing myself, looking for business brief to solve, applying for some internship which I got, developing myself during the internship, learning as I progress in the profession, keep on practicing, because I understand that in this world of tech, practice is the key of everything. So as I keep on practicing, I was equally applying for roles that I come across with. So based on that, I was able to land myself my first role in the data profession as a data analyst. So I just want to use this great opportunity to thank and acknowledge Analytic Business for their support even during the interview. They actually helped in preparing me for the interview and everything, so it's a privilege for me. And also to my coach for his support. Anytime I reach out, he's always there. My coach Pius, I'm really grateful for your support and everything that you have done. Thank you so much. I can't just thank you full enough. I am really grateful for all the support so far. Thank you and God bless you. Hello, my name is Anike Chemere Frank. I participate.
All right, so that's Frank. Okay, and as you can see, at first glance, you think, can Frank really do this? Okay, well, that was his portfolio that I showed you earlier, and yes, he actually did it. Okay, he actually did it. So it goes beyond how you look or whatever. It is, what do you have to offer? Recruiters don't really care about any other thing. Okay, so here we also have Pavel. Pavel was a teacher. So if you are here and you are a teacher and you think, would I be able to pull through this? Don't I need a background in computer science or what have you? This is a teacher, Pavel, based in Cameroon, and he was able to transition. He learned the requisite skills. He packaged, he posted on LinkedIn. He created his own portfolio as well. We prepared him for multiple interviews after he had applied to multiple roles under our guidance, and eventually he got a job 3 months after completing the project. 3 months after completing his training, rather. Okay, he was able to land his first role as a healthcare data analyst. Bukola had no prior tech background. She used to work in HR. And after all was said and done, Bukola landed 2 roles at the same time in with a US based company. All right. What did she do? She also learned she packaged, okay, she applied to jobs, and eventually, of course, with our guidance, she was able to, land a job. Because of time, I would have played her own testimonial for you as well, but I want you to fill out the attendance form. So I'll send you this slide and you can listen to them yourself. Okay, and even on the program, we still bring some of these people back so that you can ask them questions yourself. How did you do it? Okay, what kind of questions did you get during your interview? And they can really put you through. You see that these are people who, in fact, the way you are now compared to them before they got into tech, you probably are better than them. And these guys were able to do it. So it's not rocket science. Okay, and speaking about reference, this is Ahmed. He joined one of our programs, and after all was said and done, he got an offer from NHS based in the UK. NHS sent us this particular email, this particular letter saying that, dear Adeza Suleiman, that's our founder of Tenalytics, okay, stating that Ahmed, all right, is being offered a position of health informatics support worker, okay, and has given permission for us to approach you for a reference, okay, and we did our level best to click on the link, and we filled out the reference form on his behalf, and that was how he was able to seal the offer. Look, if you are given an offer with a brand and nobody fills in your reference, they would revoke that offer and give it to the next person. So references always come in very handy. Okay, this is Zulai, same NHS as well, based in the UK. All right, and she was able to work her way up through the interview. We prepared her for the interview, and a reference was requested for her as well. Okay, same as Ade. Okay, so this is not rocket science. You have everything that you need to be able to also land these jobs. And there are so many things people would say to you. It's difficult. I'm too old. Don't you think you are too old? Look, it's people that you are going to be competing with people that have computer science degree. Are you sure you are up for this? And all those things, I love to call them myths. They are just misconceptions that always, help you remain at zero rather than actually making progress. First is, I need a computer science degree. I have no degree in computer science. Okay, the founder of Tenalytics has no degree in computer science. All right, Olusegun Agbolade had a background in finance. Okay, you saw a teacher who was able to transition into tech. So you don't need a degree. Why? Because especially with AI, you don't need to learn coding anymore. You are not learning how to code. You are not learning how to code because AI would handle anything that requires coding. To build automation these days, you don't need coding, right? Speaking about knowing how to code, you don't need those degrees. You don't need to know how to code or learn how to code even to get the job. If you think you are too old or it's too early in your career, well, hear this. One of our youngest students was age 19, and his mother specifically wanted him to get ahead of his peers. So he said, you know what? My son is free, okay, for the next 2 months. I want him to take your program. And we're able to put him through. All right. And the oldest was somewhere above 50. So if you're here, you're above 50, you're retired, and you are looking for something to do such that you are not going to be discriminated upon. I mean, there is no advanced country where you get this kind of opportunities and they will discriminate because you are a certain age or a certain race, and so on. As long as you have the requisite skill and you have the proof, you have your portfolio ready, then you are going to be able to stand out. Okay, you'll be able to stand out. So here is the thing. Right now, as we're having this conversation, I'm almost done with my presentation, and then I'll open the floor for questions. For the next 1 hour, I'll be taking questions from you guys. Okay, there is currently an AI skill premium. Okay, there is a scarcity premium. Why? Because there are a lot of roles that are empty now that need filling, and there are not enough AI talents to fill it. We've seen this happen 5 years ago with data analytics and the likes. We are now experiencing the same thing, but this time with AI. But what's the difference? The difference is that that gap will close faster because AI is very easy to learn. The barrier to entry, the entry bar is very low. So anybody can learn it and be good at it within a short period of time. So now it is easy relatively for you to get into an AI role. But down the line from next year, 2027, 2028, down to 2030, it will then become the basic requirement to even get into tech. By then, everybody's uncles, aunties, grandparents, already know how to use AI. So now is the time to get that undue advantage over others. Same advantage that existed 5 years ago that you probably missed, it's here again. So that scarcity premium is happening right now. There are not enough talents for the amount of jobs and demand. But once that demand is met, then we hit saturation and it becomes the baseline. You can't get into tech without knowing specific AI tools. But by then, people who got into the bus today would have already become a special force. And the projections are showing that before 2030, anywhere between 2027 and 2029, the rate at which AI talents are growing, the market is going to be filled up. Once we hit that, it becomes the baseline. That becomes the baseline. That you know how to use AI the way you should know how to use it now would no longer be anything spectacular. It becomes the baseline. And then saturation occurs. It becomes very difficult, to get into those roles. Okay. So the plan is 8 weeks. Okay. So first 2 weeks, you go through the foundations of AI. From week 3, you are building real projects, and you do that and strengthen it up until week 6. Okay, and then you start your capstone project, and during that period, you would continue. We do what we call career launch. You build your portfolio, would ensure your LinkedIn is optimized. You send us whatever CV you have, would help you revamp the CV so that it is ATS friendly. Okay, while you're applying to jobs, you'd also get interview preps. You can book interview prep so that you are getting ready to be interviewed. Okay, and even after the 8 weeks, if you have an interview coming up, all you need to do is to reach out and we'll prepare you ahead of the interview. Okay, so this is the master plan for you to get into the tech space. Our next cohort starts on the 8th of August. And right now, as we speak, guys, the seats are filling up and it's almost done filling up. Okay. And only a few people would be able to join. Unfortunately, only a few people will be able to join. Okay. And for you to get for you to get the skills, the requisite skills, the regular price is 250,000 naira. Or in this webinar, there are 10 people who will be getting a 40% discount. Okay, and you also have the option to pay that in installments of 50,000 naira. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the the website. Okay, I'll show you the website. All right, I'll put the link in the chat so we can all go there. You can peruse it, and I'll show you how to be one of the 10 people to claim your spot. Okay, I have 10 slots. I have only 10 slots. It's not for everyone. Only 10 slots are available. So you want to be one of the 10 people who I will be working with. Okay, this is how to go about it. So I've put the link to the website in the chat box. Okay, 10analyticsbusiness.ca. Okay, Janet has already put it as well, so you can just click on that link. All right, once you click on the link, it will bring you to this page. So you'd see the courses page. All right, so you'd see the courses page, and what you want to do is to select your preferred course. So say I want to go for AI automation. All I need to do is to click enroll now, and you can go through what the program really looks like, what the curriculum looks like, and all of that stuff. You can go through it, okay, by clicking on view program. Let's do that. So I'll click on view program, and you can see all the full curriculum. You start from foundation of AI automation engineering and all of that. Now, to secure your spot, all you need to do is to click on enroll now, okay, and you sign up for your free account, and then you scroll down here and click choose your payment plan. Once you've clicked on that, all you need to do is to choose the cohort you want to start with. So you can choose to start with August or with the September cohort, depending on your availability. Now you would notice something. You have the 3 installment payment plan, and you also have the one-time to do is to click on that. Okay, you click on that and you scroll down and click make the payment. Okay, let me choose again. All right, so you either click on this or you click on the 3 installments depending on which suits you. All right, and once you have, you click the pay button, and it's going to take you to the checkout page. Okay, and you see the account details for you to transfer to. You will have your own unique account detail. Okay, this is my own. You will have your own unique account detail to transfer to when you complete this process. Once you have completed it, it would automatically take you to your learner's dashboard. Now, let me tell you about the learner's dashboard before I start taking questions. Okay, I'll take a lot of your questions. So let me show you what the learner's dashboard looks like. So it will automatically bring you to the learner's dashboard. Now, with the learner's dashboard, you have more projects on there that you can even start to work on before the start of your program officially in August, on August 8th. So you see the sidebar here. You see your sidebar here. All you need to do is to click on the lesson videos, and Kindly confirm that you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Confirm you can hear me. Can you hear? Kindly confirm you can hear me. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Hi Deborah, can you hear me? And you kindly confirm please if you can hear me. Okay. All right, fantastic. So I was talking about the okay, all right. So I was talking about the lesson videos. Now, once you click on the lesson videos, you know, it's gonna take you to the to your programs, and you'll be able to watch these videos even before your classes start. So before your class starts, you're already ahead. All right, you're already ahead, and that will give you a very good head start. Okay, so before I start taking questions, I will show us, let me show you quickly a project, okay? A project, a typical project that you will be working on, okay? For example, the AI automation. So if you go for the AI automation, for example, let me show you a typical project that you'll be working on. It is an automation that allows you to, that you create for businesses that would allow you to send a message on WhatsApp, okay? And you have an AI agent responding to you and telling you about what is going on in your business, okay? And you see the facilitator who will be taking you through, okay? Let me show you that now. Okay, yes, this is it. So let me know once you can see my screen. You should see one of the facilitators that will be taking you through the program, and I want you to see how he tested the project and how it works, okay? And how it works. Okay, one of the slots have just gone. So news reaching me saying that one of the slots have just gone.
Competency
Okay,
over credentials.
so let's listen.
All right, so this is a take home for me personally. Right, so without wasting much of our time, I'll just jump into sharing my screen and walk us through the project I'm to showcase here this evening. So if you can hear Alim loud and clear, kindly give me a thumbs up. All right, thank you, Jimo. Thank you, Dari. Thank you, Adiza. All right, so my screen is up. We have built a solution for Mama Grace Minimart. What do they want? They want to add a system on WhatsApp that they can upload their receipt. The AI extracts the information on their receipt, log it on a database, and they can come and find out information later on using the same WhatsApp. All right. So instead of having a sale register, a sale journal, where you have a long rule writing every day, you have an automated WhatsApp system where you can upload your receipt, the AI extracts the receipt, and you can come to the WhatsApp and verify every information on the database. All right. So this is the solution. Like I said, my name is Alim Abdulwasil. I am an AI automation engineer, and I'm happy to be doing this with Adiza this evening. All right. So the solution, you can see we have a receipt on my screen. So the solution is we receive the receipt on WhatsApp. The AI extracts the data. The AI saves the record on a database, and we can ask questions later on. So you can see that we're not using sales register anymore. We're not using a sales journal. So we have automated the process. All right. So I'll walk you through the end-to-end solution, which is what you can see on my screen right now. So confirm you can see the solution by giving me a thumbs up, a reaction. All right, Samson. All right. So this solution works in 3 forms. All right. We can upload the receipts there, and we can use the voice to interact with the with the system, as well as use text to also interact with the system. So that's why you are seeing a switch here that switch to the system based on the input. Are you uploading the receipts? Are you using a voice to interact with the system, or are you using a text to interact with the system? All right. So without wasting much of our time, I'll just publish this workflow by hitting on the publish up here. All right, and publish this workflow. All right. So you can see we have the workflow publishing right now. All right, amazing. All right, so we have a WhatsApp here at the end here, which is going to give us a verification, a clarification message that your receipt has been uploaded successfully on the database. We have a WhatsApp here, which is going to show us that your input from WhatsApp is audio, so you have an audio output. So we also have the WhatsApp here that tells that your input is text from the WhatsApp, you have a text output. All right, so Mama Grace can now, she don't need to have much knowledge of tech. She can just interact with this using any of these words input. All right, so I will just share my WhatsApp. All right, let me share my WhatsApp. All right, so this is now my WhatsApp coming up. Confirm you can see the WhatsApp for Mama Grace Minimart by giving me your best of reaction. All right, thank you very much. All right, so Mama Grace can just use this platform to interact with her business. All right, so what does she need to do first? She can come and ask this system and say, hi, and hit enter. So you wait for the output from the AI system. What is the output right now? This is a text input. So we get a what? A text output. Hello, how can I assist you with Mama Grace Minimart today? All right, so we can just upload a receipt, right? Let's say I want to upload a receipt right now. So I will select this receipt and I will upload this receipt right now. All right, upload. All right, so the AI is going to extract every information from this receipt, and there will be an acknowledgement message coming up after the AI has received this receipt. All right, so we are waiting for the what? Acknowledgement message. All right, so you can see that we have an acknowledgement message that said received processed successfully. All right, date, total amount, cashier that that pulled the sales record, the customer name, the receipt have been saved successfully. So instead of Mama Grace to use a sales register to be using pen and pencil to impute this, she can just upload a receipt and it go into the into the database. All right, so the next thing is you may want to come and ask with voice and say, what is the balance from cash sales customer? All right, when you put this into the input, you get an audio output, which means Mama Grace can interact either way around. All right, so we are expecting the audio output. All right, so you can see we now have an audio output. So I'll play this up now.
The balance from cash sales customer is day 0. The most recent cash sale had a total amount of $29,000, which was fully paid.
I hope you saw what just happened. Amazing. So we use a word, a text, I will get text output. We use a voice, I will get voice output. Now we can also upload another receipt and say, let's upload another receipt. All right, so this solution right now has saved Mama Grace from knowing how to write and even, buying a sales register or a sales journal. So imagine. So we're waiting for an output, acknowledgement output. All right, receipts processed successfully. You can see that we have total amount 20,950. Cashier is Bolanle Yusuf. Customer is A Okafor. So we can say what is the balance from A Okafor. All right, so we expect the AI to give us A Okafor's balance. All right, so you can see the balance from A Okafor. All right, so this is the solution we have offered to Mama Grace Minimat. All right, using text, you get a text output. Using voice, you get a voice output. And you can see the way the AI is just extracting the information and logging it on a database. All right, so this is what you can get to learn as an AI automation engineer. All right, so thank you very much, Adeza, for this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you very much for that, Alim.
All right, fantastic one. So that was Alim, okay, one of the facilitators that will be taking you in AI automation. And coincidentally, that project that you saw him showcase is one of the projects that you will be building. Okay, that is going to be one of the projects that you are going to be building while you are in the program. Okay, so before I start taking questions, okay, hold on. News reaching me saying 2 slots had already gone. Okay, so I'll be taking questions. Okay, I'll be taking questions as we go. So Ahmed, your hand is up. I'm going to allow you on mute. Please only unmute if I call your name, please. Okay, if I call your name, you're on mute. I'm going to call names in the order in which you've raised your hand, and then I'll be taking questions in the chat as well. Okay, so Ahmed, go ahead and unmute and ask your question. Will you give a detailed information on the N8N question? Absolutely. So it's going to be detailed. The reason we can't go through the details today is because I don't want to keep you for 3 hours. Our usual classes are 3 hours. Okay, during your learning journey, it's going to be 3 hours. Of course, there'll be break in between. So step by step on how to build that kind of solution, that is what you go through. Okay, so and for those of you who have locked down your spot already, send me a DM immediately. Send a DM to this phone line 0703 215 8619. Okay, for confirmation 0703 215 8619. Okay, 0703 215 8619. Send a DM immediately. If you are outside of Nigeria, just add plus 234. Okay, just add plus 234 to the number. All right, so Ahmed, I've called your name. Your hand is up. Do you have any questions? Please, I've been messaging, no reply. I need the above. You need this above link. The link is there. And if you want to book a clarity session, you want to speak one-on-one with myself or any other professional, ensure to book. Okay, I've sent the link alone again, FIP Innovation. So I've sent the link alone, so you can use that link. Okay, you can use that link. So 2 slots are gone, 8 left. Questions. Okay, since we're not getting any response from Ahmed, we'll move to Chidima. Okay, let's move to Chidima. Do you have any questions for me? Azumta is asking, will you give a detailed information? Yes, in the classes you get a 3 hours worth of class, and you get a step-by-step process on how to create a solution. Chidima, the floor is yours.
Good evening, sir.
Okay. That is, so there is Chidi and then there's Chidima. So I was referring to Chidima. Chidima, do you want to speak?
Yes, good evening, sir.
Okay.
Hello,
Are you
can
the
you hear
same
me?
person as Chidima Igwe? Are you Chidima Igwe?
No.
Okay, so Chidima Igwe has a hand up, but you can go ahead since you're already unmuted. Go ahead and speak, Chidima.
Okay, I was asked, I want to know if maybe, let me say, in a big restaurant or any restaurant, when you can you order food with AI automation? As you go to the website, you go to their website, they order food, then they will now pick it up and send the food across to you, as long as you are close to the location.
You are asking if that
system?
is. Let me get a question straight. You are asking if that is possible.
Yes, can we build such a thing, sir?
There are so many platforms like that already. So many of them that work like that already. Okay, so many of them, Chowdeck, Glovo. There are so many of them, and it's people like yourself that built it. Some of them are even on inside of the restaurant. So when you go to the restaurant, you would go to the counter and place your order. There are some restaurants that you don't do that.
No, you don't. Sorry,
place
you don't place your order at home. You place your order at home.
You can place it anywhere. Okay, so it depends on the use case, and those platforms already exist as we speak. So it's not a question of is it possible? It already exists. So yeah, it answers the question.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. So it seems you're interested in AI automation, right?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Are you one of the people who secured their slots? One of these 2 slots?
No, I've
Okay.
not. I've not paid.
Why haven't you secured a slot yet?
I will. I'm still one of your students in data analytics.
Oh, okay.
So maybe after that one, after my project, I will consider it.
All right, that's fine. Okay, how's your program going so far, Chidi?
Fine, sir. Very fine.
Okay, fantastic. Good to hear. All right, so you're already getting value, so that is a good one to hear. Okay, so let's take the next person. That will be Azumta. So I'd answered your question in the chat, Azumta. You asked the question that will you give detailed information on the N8N creation? And I said that you get a 3 hours class in class.
Yeah, the question, that one is different. That was when I just joined. I have a very nice knowledge of this N8N stuff, but I want to ask you, okay, the price for the automation is 150, right? What of someone that is kind of into N8N but wants to kind of advance, because I think I'm in the kindergarten level of automation. I want like
Are you sure you're in kindergarten? I've not seen a kindergarten person using N8N. No, I've never seen that, except if you are
we are just starting. I'm actually studying AI automation and machine learning in a physical field, right? I saw your adverts on Instagram, so I decided to join because that's my field as well. So I
Okay.
want to ask, what of someone that is kind of familiar like with the automation stuff, because I know I've built quite some projects, especially kind of when you are trying to automate through email, but I've not done
Okay.
for WhatsApp, which is very essential. That's one I would like to do. So I want to ask
Okay.
whether there is a kind of price slash for it, or you have to pay kind of the full amount.
Okay, very good question. So what I tell people like yourself is, do you really need our course? I don't think you need our course since you're already doing air automation already. So I mean, it's just for you to. You said you're doing a course somewhere.
Yeah. I'm an
Yeah.
app tech student.
Okay.
I'm learning AI automation and machine learning.
Okay. So for most people who are already doing it, they no longer need our course. Okay. So
I don't
do you think you really need it?
I need it. No knowledge is a waste. Like I might be able to get something here. I'll kind of show my faculty, see one of the things I learned from this online automation stuff. Yeah, I think it's still essential for me as well.
Okay. So because we don't have any in between. It's either you need it and then you go for it, or you don't need it at all. But most people who come and tell me, oh, I already know how to do automation. The next thing for you is, okay, how do you start getting clients? Right. So but if you think you need it, then by all means go for it. Okay. By
Yeah.
all means go for it, especially now that you even have it on a discount, so it's already slashed. So just go ahead and go for it, and get all the value. So apart from that, that is just one automation that I showed you. You're going to work on several other projects while you're in the program. So that's just one out of a lot. Okay.
Okay. But
All right.
when you please don't be offended. I don't know if the question is kind of within this field. Are
Okay.
you where's your location? Because sometimes when you're doing automation stuff like Slack, you need I'll sometimes I used to encounter problem. I'll be like, I'll take it to my faculty to see this. I was not able to register. There was a time I was kind of getting difficult to get my API key. Like
Yeah.
I think it would be better off when there's someone closer to you that will assist you than online, because sometimes you encounter problem that you really don't know how to explain unless someone sees it and be like, someone that is kind of more advanced sees it and be like,
Mm.
okay, this is what you have to do, this is what you have to off, this is what you have to on, something like that.
Okay, fantastic one. So we operate fully remotely. Okay, that's number one. And number two is that you would have access to your facilitator via WhatsApp. So we have some of our, I'm not saying you should do this, but some people literally reach out to our facilitator in the midnight, okay, and they respond. All right, and they respond. If you have any issues, you jump on a call with them, and they help you solve the issue. Okay, I'm
You
not
do
saying
know it's kind of frustrating when a problem can't really be communicated like that. Like sometimes I prefer like a physical someone you just kind of dialogue your issue with. They'll kind of
okay.
look at your system and see what's up.
All right, then
Something like
Assumpta,
that. So,
you don't need this course. You don't need this
I think
course,
I
right?
need it. Why
I
are you
don't think
pushing
you
me
need
out
it
of
though. What I
this?
think is
Like,
that you don't need it, okay? Because people like yourself, I mean, Olusegun, for example, and even what's his name, Frank. These are people that have not done any online course before, okay? So they've not like they've done
okay,
an online course before, but they were able to pull through. There are online courses where you just watch videos, nobody to ask questions.
okay.
For example, we're having this conversation. If I give you the opportunity to share your screen, if this was a paid session and you have the opportunity to share your screen, the way you're seeing my screen now, I can see your screen too and say, okay, click on this, click on that, and
Yes.
do this. Right. So that's the kind of support I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a phone, just an ordinary phone call. Okay. So, but if you think that is not going to work for you, Then, okay, I just saw that one more slot is gone right now. Okay, so 3 gone, 7 left for the session. So as I was saying, um, if you think that does not work for you, okay, especially that you're already doing AI automation, I think you should just focus on what you're currently doing, right? But if you, what your concern is can we help you when you have problems? That's the least of our problems. And let me tell you how it works. Your classes happen on Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Now, you can ask questions in class. Let's assume you miss the class and you are unable to ask questions. You can still ask via WhatsApp. Let's assume for some reason you are shy to ask on WhatsApp. On Tuesday evenings, 9 to 10 p.m., we have what we call support session. That session is dedicated to you asking your facilitator questions. So we have 3 layers of help. Some people, even outside of these, still reach out to the facilitators and they say, you know what, I'll send you a link, join, and let me help you solve the problem. So it's a very, and that's how we've been able to reach people from across the world and help them in terms of getting into the tech space. Okay, so try and consider that, okay, Assumpta, but my recommendation still remains that you don't need this course, okay? You don't need it, all right? So, but I hope that answers
No problem, but I'm free to keep in touch now.
Absolutely, you're free. You're free to keep in touch. So that's my line on the screen. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see my
The
screen?
09028171417, right?
No, the
Is that your
one,
number?
can you see my screen? No, that's not mine, but that's one of my team members. You can also reach out to,
Okay.
that's Janet. That's Janet's number.
Yes.
Like just, yeah, so that's
Onyema
Janet.
Janet. Is it this
Exactly.
one of 07032158819?
That is my own. So you can choose who you want to speak
So let
to.
me.
But you can speak to Janet. Speak to Janet. Okay, since you called Janet on first. So speak to Janet.
No, I thought
So
I
it's
did
up
not
to
look
you.
up to see the
Don't
name
worry, I'm
attached
just
to
pulling
it.
your
I just
legs.
saw the
Azanta.
number because the other one was kind of in a flyer.
I'm just pulling your legs. Okay, so you are free to speak to whoever you want to. Myself, Janet, really doesn't matter. Okay, so
It's not better to just say where you are located in place. I mean, I'm correcting in Enugu, so if I see
I'm in
anyone that kind
Lagos.
of knows automation very
I'm
well,
in
okay, you're in
Lagos.
Lagos. It's
Yes,
far.
I'm in Lagos.
It's far.
Yeah,
No
like you
problem. Thank
can
you.
imagine. Yeah, so you can imagine. So if you are limited to Lagos, so we've been able to help people from Kenya, Cameroon, the UK, Canada, and so on. Even people within Lagos. Okay, so it's not everybody that can get to a physical location. So that's how we've been able to help 4,000 plus people over the last half a decade. All right, so next person is Michael. Hi, Michael. You want to go ahead and ask your question?
Good evening, all.
Okay, good evening.
Yeah, this is Michael. I want
Fantastic.
to
How are you doing?
thank you. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, my question is I want to ask what's the difference between AI automation and AI annotation? I think people keep talking about, I've heard someone talking about AI annotation. They say they're not the same, annotation and AI automation. And second, another question is that, I have a little knowledge in AI. I can build app. I have app that I built. I have blog and website that I built. But the issue is just how to monetize it. That's the way I'm facing a lot of problems. Understand? So now this course, I don't really know. Although
Can anyone still hear me? Because I can't hear Michael anymore. Okay. So Michael, I can't hear you anymore. What happened? And you're asking me very
Wow.
beautiful. Okay,
But
I
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you very well. I can hear you very well.
Okay, go ahead now. Go ahead.
Okay. Now I know it's already late. That's why I don't shout. Now, what I'm asking just
Okay.
what's the difference between AI automation and
Yes.
AI annotation?
Annotation. Okay.
That's-
All right.
Now, my second question is that I have another question.
Okay.
I have a little knowledge about AI. I built
Okay.
very nice blog with AI, and I built app and website. But the problem, the issue I'm facing now is how to monetize it. That's the issue, and not to
Okay.
and another one just to get a domain. So it will be my problem. I'll be watching YouTube and all that, but I'm not getting it right. So I just want to. I don't know you people's package. I don't really know the package anyway. I don't really know, but I just say let me find out. Although when you people started at the initial time, I wasn't part of your people. I came late. Understand? So that's my questions. Thank
All
you.
right. All right. No problem. No problems. So your first question, difference between AI automation and AI annotation. I'll start with AI annotation. Now, AI annotation is simply data. You are labeling data. Look at it as a labeling task. So AI creates several files like text files, image files, video files, audio files, and all of that. So correctly labeling each of these outputs is what you call AI annotation. Okay, so annotation, anybody can do that. Okay, now AI automation is a process that is usually manual or involves hiring somebody to do. I'll give you an example. Virtual assistants. You help as a virtual assistant, you're helping the CEO manage their schedule on Google Meet, helping them look at important emails, what to respond, and all of that. You have an AI do that for you. You have an AI do that for you. So that is AI automation. And there are so many use cases. So many use cases. You use it in customer care, you use it in healthcare, you use it in hospitality, use it in entertainment, sports, and so much more. So AI automation is grand. And the good thing about it is that you don't need coding to be able to do it. You don't need coding. So that's the beautiful thing about it. So you do not need coding. Then going to your third question, which is you already build websites with AI, but you don't know how to monetize. It's very simple. What you need to be doing now is, do you have a LinkedIn account?
You said?
Do you have a LinkedIn profile?
No, I don't have.
This night, open a LinkedIn profile. It's like opening Facebook. So open a LinkedIn profile.
Okay, LinkedIn. Yes, I have a LinkedIn.
You have a LinkedIn profile.
I have.
Fantastic. Good. Now,
Yes, I have.
This is what you do. You will start looking for startups that do not have websites. Some of them there's a way you can use Google Maps to do it.
Okay.
So you look for startups that do not have, maybe you can go on Google Map and say restaurants close to me or restaurants in a specific location. Okay, ensure to choose locations where you know that clients, they'll pay you high. So when you see one that does not have a website, if they have a social media page, go to their social media page, pick pictures from there, and use it to build a website for them. Now, after building the website, okay, send them a message. Send them a message on maybe LinkedIn, Instagram, saying that you built this website. You can send a link or a video showing what the website looks like and tell them that you do not mind you do not mind transferring ownership of this website to them. Okay. Once they respond to you, that's it. So if you can do that for like maybe in a month, you are able to reach 10. Okay. There is no how they will not start. If they don't respond immediately, some of them will respond later. It happens like that. So that's how to monetize. You can also target startups on LinkedIn. Just look for a startup. Okay. Even if they have a website, some of them may have a website, and you know that you can build something better. Build it and then send them a connection. Once they accept your connection, send them a message saying you are happy to connect with them, you like what they are building, and so on and so forth, and so on. Then you wait for a couple of days, and after a couple of days, you now send them another message saying you build a website for them. This is what it looks like, and you'll be happy to meet with them in a 10-minute meeting to show them how the website works, and possibly even transfer the ownership to them because you genuinely like helping startups. When you are there in that meeting, that's when you now do any decision you want to do. So there are so many ways. These are just some that I've outlined, and I've given it to you for free, Michael. So imagine some of the other insider strategies that you can use to monetize what you're currently doing. So, but just to answer your question, all right? So somebody just booked the 4th spot. Are you the person? Somebody just booked the 4th spot now on this call. Are you the person? Does your number end in?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so when are you booking your own spots then?
I think maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Do you have my number or Janet's number? Because the slot may not last you tomorrow. I cannot guarantee you.
I have both.
Okay, fantastic. So if you have sent me a DM, I would respond to you after the call. Okay, but congratulations to these 4 people that have secured their spots so far. Okay. So Michael, fingers crossed tomorrow. But again, I can't guarantee you that this discount will still be on by tomorrow. Okay, at this rate.
Yes.
All right. So
All
right, fantastic. Chinwendu, go ahead and ask a question.
Mohammed, I just want to say thank you for the opportunities to participate in your training. It's educative and informative. Thank you very much for that. I just want to ask a few questions, and I don't have much knowledge about AI automation, and I just want to learn. And I also don't have much knowledge about AI, apart from just the regular use of it in terms of creating image, probably a few things like that. And I don't have, I want to know how the training structure looks like. Is it once in a week, or it's a continuous training over the week? So I just want to really get that. Maybe I missed that part of the training or something, or information you had given. And secondly, I still want to know, what do we gain, or what is the take home at the end of this training, which is the key thing we stand to gain at the end of this training. And you also mentioned about some few websites you can actually apply for jobs that are restricted to Nigeria. Is it like you will end up helping us to know how to apply those jobs at the end of our training, or something like that? Just to catch up with this few part of it. So if I am taking you backward.
Okay, no problem. I was going to ask you what time you joined the session. You joined a little bit late, correct?
Yeah, fully.
Okay, all right, no problems. So with regards to schedule, we meet with you Saturdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Okay, Saturdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Now, on Saturday, that is when, Basi, I've seen your question. You don't need to paste it again, all right? So I can only answer I did not come with my AI clone. If not, my AI clone would have been answering you. Okay, so let me take Chimendu's questions first, then I'll come to you. Now, Saturdays 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. For example, earlier today, students built projects. So that's where you build the project depending on which career path you choose or which program you choose. Okay, Tuesdays 9 to 10 p.m. 1 hour is for you to follow up and ask questions. So your facilitator is checking on you. Do you have any questions based on what we've done so far? You're practicing and all of that. The extra materials we've given you to cover on Sundays. Are you having any issues? You ask questions, and you can even share your screen. The way I'm sharing my screen now, you'll be the one sharing your screen, and the facilitator can help you out. That's if you didn't ask the question during class, you didn't ask it over the weekend, you waited till Tuesday, you would have that session. Then on Thursday evenings, 9 to 10 p.m., you have mentorship session. Now, this one is not regarding your career path. It is purely employability. Your CV, how do you revamp it? In fact, right now, what we do is you send us the CV that you have, and we'll revamp it. We'll send you a revised version of the CV. Okay? The revised version is the one that is ATS friendly, and you'll now start to use to work on. To apply to jobs when you're applying to jobs. Then in that mentorship session, we also cover interview tricks, hacks on how to gain. For example, that's a hack that I described to Michael. Okay, we'll do it practically. So it will not just be me explaining it to you. Oh, do this, do this, do that. I will show you how to do it. We'll do it practically together live in that mentorship. So that's what mentorship sessions are for. Okay, so that happens on Thursday. So that's the schedule. It happens weekly for 8 weeks. Final 2 weeks will be for your capstone project. So in terms of schedule, that's how it is. What do you stand to gain? Different people have different goals, but majority of the people that join us are looking to break into tech, especially through AI, to land a remote job. Okay, so that's our major goal. Some people join us just to get a promotion, and they get it. Okay, some people join us just to learn. They are not looking for a job. They just want to learn. Okay, AI is trending. I want to learn. So it depends on what you want to do. But our ultimate goal here is to help you break into tech through AI. Okay, so that's what you stand to gain. With regards to jobs, yes, I made mention of certain job boards. Okay, and I talked about the fact that some people say, I mentioned them when I was talking about when people say, oh, it's hard to get a job, a remote job, and all of that. It is dependent on the platform. So we'll look at these platforms one after the other. For example, Outlier. Okay, there are certain ways you can bypass it. All right. That is not something, of course, that I will just share with you right here, right now. Okay, so crossover.com, for example, you can open that one right now. You can search all these sites I'm saying, you can search them and peruse them yourselves. Okay, but the how to go about it is that's where you know the whole thing is, right? So of course, during the program, you know, you get to see all of these things, and you benefit from them. Okay, so I hope I've been able to cover the majority of the questions that you asked.
Okay, I'll still probably have to call and then find out a couple of questions from you. So if I could have that your number again, it will make sense for me.
Yeah, it's on the screen. Can you see my screen?
I cannot see your screen per se, but
okay, I'll type it in the chat then. I'll type it in the chat. Please send a WhatsApp message first. Send a WhatsApp message first, and then we will talk. Okay, so 0703-215-8619. That's it in the chat.
okay, I'm definitely going to subscribe for your training. and
All right.
mentorship. I will want more of mentorship, and by God's grace, I want to be your best student. I want to also be a testimonial for your course. What next you are making?
Absolutely.
And I have just registered for your course, and see you in the boat later.
Fantastic. I'll see you in class as well. I'll be rooting for you, okay? But let me tell you what our best students do. They don't miss class, okay? They join all their classes, and even if they miss class, they go back to the recording, because you would have the recorded version of the class as well. So
I definitely will try.
Fantastic.
I have a little toddler that is always never letting me breathe.
Enroll that toddler. Enroll him.
Yes.
Enroll him into the course so that he will let you. I'm just joking. All right. So
as long as she wants daddy to buy her pampers, so I need to be in class.
Absolutely. So we'll have to bargain that with her, so that she lets you properly focus. Okay. So, but let's see how it goes. Yeah.
That's fine.
Let's see how it goes. I'll be expecting your DM then.
Yeah, one of the things I believe for everyone who is in this class is just like what I don't know what the last man said. You will definitely spend so much money on YouTube, and you will never get what you will gain when you join a session like this. So you may think that 120,000 is such a big amount of money for this, but I tell you, by the end of tomorrow, you would have finished 120,000, and still you wouldn't have gotten any knowledge, and you will still be where you are, and nothing have changed in your life. So I strongly believe that these are wealth of experience that Muhammad is bringing into this session. Yes, he's not trying to convince everybody to join or to join the group or whatever, but I strongly believe that 120,000, it's what anyone who is here and who is still thinking, should I or should I not? Let it go. And you may be very happy of that 120,000 you have let go. That will become a 1.2 million for you in the next couple of days. Okay, so this is just me who have had wealth experience in trying to do YouTube, trying to buy. Yeah, there are courses you buy and it's not worth it. But I strongly believe this is I've had different courses I've bought and which is not worth it though, but I strongly believe that this is going to be amazing. The work they have put together is amazing, to be fair. I have not gone deeply, but from the description of one of the instructor, you can actually see a well drafted process, which means that, and this is Ahmed here giving you his number, means that he's putting himself on the line to say, you know what, if you don't have value for this course, this is my number, reach out to me. These are my teammates, reach out to them. And I believe Ahmed will be very ready to refund back your money if you feel that you didn't get value for the training. Ahmed, am I correct?
Absolutely. In fact, I would ensure that you don't even register in the first place. Okay. But if you are committing to us, then you are committing to getting the results that you also want. Okay. So that's how it works. But Chiwendu, I think you've spoken very well. And just to add to what you've said in terms of your investment, let's even assume data is free. The data you are spending on YouTube is free. So you're not losing anything monetary. How about the time you are spending? How about that time that you're spending, okay, and not getting the results? So that's also costing you. Time is not free. So at the end of the day, it's up to you. Again, like Chiwendu rightly said, not everybody. Our goal is not to get every Dick and Harry into the program, but we want people who we know that we can get the results that we want. Do you understand? So I mean, Chiwendu, thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to you. You've already even given a testimonial. Okay. So I can imagine what kind of testimonial you will give when you also, land your first round. I'll personally keep an eye on you, okay, to ensure that you get that result. All right. So just send me a DM, okay, and then we can take it up from there. All right, we can take it up from there. Thank you very much, Chiwendu.
I'm happy to meet with you. I have to spend time to make sure I stay for the training till when it is. And to be very fair, I really want to gain from this training. And this is my goal for this training. I want to do the AI automation class. That's my goal. And my vision will also be at the end of this training, I still want to be part of your team who will also be helping to train others, just as a way of giving back, even if you don't have to pay. But I just want to see that it's a community of students who end up training other students.
Fantastic one. So Chiwendu, don't worry, just send the DM, okay? And we can start to talk about that. One thing, I was speaking with somebody was it today? I think it was yesterday or earlier today. I was telling them that knowing something is one thing, and knowing how to disseminate that information such that the person you are disseminating it to also knows it is a different skill set. And people like yourself, Chiwendu, that you're already thinking 2 steps ahead on how to do that. You are the kind of people that definitely want to work with. So, okay, so take the first step, take the next step, and then let's see how that goes. All right. So I'll be looking forward to working with you as well. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. So Basi, about the website monetization, if you show it to them, won't they hack it? So in fact, some people ask me this question and they say, Mohammed, you are saying I should design something for a company and then show it to them. Won't they hack it? And let me tell you, it is a Nigerian mindset. Somebody will ask, some people even ask me, not the way you ask now, they'll say, if you show it to them, wouldn't go and build it by themselves? Would they build it by themselves? And let me tell you, go and look at anybody building a startup. Go and look at any founder building a startup. They always need people who can help them. They can't do it on their own. They need your expertise. Okay? And even if, let's say, worst case scenario, you showed them something and then they went ahead to build it, there will always come a point where they would mention you and you would always be on their mind. Okay? But the most popular thing that happens is that you have that conversation and the next thing is, okay, I want you to be able to join my team and handle this aspect of the business. Any founder would prefer that they have somebody handling a specific aspect of the business that they don't have to look at ever again. All right, so that's why you have founders, co-founders, CTO, COO, CFO, you have CMOs, and all of that. Each of them have a different aspect they are playing on the business because one person cannot do it. So that's how it is. So that monetization strategy that I talked about is one of the most powerful strategies you can use, especially on LinkedIn. Okay, so forget about the hacking. Nobody has that time. You would even have to go and learn how to hack before you can hack. Okay, so that is that about that. Somebody's asking, Deepo is asking, I want to ask whether the course includes any support or guidance on how to find or attract clients after completing it. We don't even wait till after you complete the course before we do that for you. Deepo. So you probably joined a little bit late. That's why I'm asking these questions. We shall catch them by their questions. Okay, Deepo, you joined my session late. All right. Okay. So Message reaching me now is saying another slot has gone. Another slot has gone. So as we're having this conversation, people are locking down their spot. So 5 is gone, 5 left. Okay, 5 is left. So at this rate, for those of you who want to book your slots tomorrow, I'm not sure if you'll be able to get it at this rate. I'm not sure if you'll be able to get it, but fingers crossed. 5 gone, 5 left. So Deepo, this is something you'll get even in the program, not after. Okay. Is the cost now 120k or 150k? 120k if you are making one-time payment, 150k if you are splitting it into 3 installments. Okay, so that is how it works. Badura. Who else has a question? Okay, Basi, your hand is up. You can go ahead with your question. Okay, Uluagbenga also, you go after Basi, right? So Basi, do you want to ask a question? Okay. Uluagbenga, are you there? You want to speak?
Yes, I'm here, sir. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. I can hear you.
Okay, good. First of all, I want to say thank you for taking your time to break down this whole thing about AI automation. Actually, I was very reluctant in joining the class, but I was like, what do I have to lose? Let me just give you another shot.
Let me just join. If it's not fitting in, I'll just leave.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I paid for other courses online, other training on Upwork and the likes, but CPL marketing and stuff, I could not even get the hang of it. And now that AI is the in thing now, I've also had the mind to go into AI automation, but I've not known where to start, how to start. And watching YouTube videos, I've not gotten anywhere at all. So that's why I said, okay, let me hop on this call. So here are my questions now. First of all, I'm currently working in a bank, but my finances are a bit shaky at the moment. I'm also a freelancer, so I get by once in a while. I want to ask, if I go for the instrumental payment, will I get the same package as those paying the full package at once? And my second question is timing. I work a 9 to 5, but I work as a hybrid, so I go to work Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Is there a way that the timing will be flexible to fit my schedules? Because I don't have time to do any other thing unless in the evening when I'm done. So those are my 2 questions. Do I get the same package as those paying full access? And would the timing be flexible for me because of my job? Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. So if you're going for the installment package, the only difference is that you are paying 50,000, monthly, while the one-time payment is 120,000. Okay, one time. Now, are you getting the same package in terms of offering? Yes. The only thing that will stop you from getting the full package is if you default. Okay, so if you default, then that automatically just truncates your program. Then with regards to flexibility, what time do you come home on Tuesdays and Thursdays?
I close by 5 p.m. I work on the island actually, Marina.
Okay.
So it takes about an hour and a half to get home.
Okay.
Yes. So I get home around at 8 p.m. or after 8.
Okay. So you still have time to freshen up a little bit, relax before 9 p.m. Because the sessions that happen those days are 9 p.m. And thankfully, your main classes where you actually build projects are the ones that happen on Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Do you work on Saturdays?
Other jobs, other projects that I have behind, I usually work on them. But today I didn't have anything, so it's part of the reason why I even had time to join the webinar.
Okay, fantastic. So you are good to go. And thankfully, we also just the same way we are recording this session, we also record the classes and then we put it on your LMS. So you can always go there, rewatch the recording if you missed any class. Okay, and then you can still ask questions because you would have access to your facilitators and all of that. So I think I would say go ahead with it. Okay, go ahead with it. So your schedule still fits in.
All right, no problem. Thank you very much. I have another question. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll try to make a payment this evening, hopefully.
Okay.
And I wanted to confirm what you said. You said it's monthly, right?
Yes. So say you make the first payment now, so the next payment will be due. The next payment will be due by, that'll be August ending, and then the final payment will be due. That'll be towards the end of the program, because the program itself is 2 months.
All right.
So yes, the program itself is 2 months. So, but before you can get your certificates, because you have a certificate that is accredited by the ACTD and CPD. I didn't even mention that earlier. So we have the ACTD and CPD accreditation. That's for both Europe and North America. So before you can get that, you would have to complete all your outstanding payments.
No problem. I can do that. Okay,
all right,
thanks.
that works then. Okay.
I'll go ahead and make payments now. So can I just mark a slot now? So when I make payment, I'll send the receipts to the number.
Okay, so I'll mark it with a small.
Yes, sir. I'll make the payment.
Mark this seat. So Olu Agbenga has said I should mark this. So once he has locked it down, I'll now elongate it like the others.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And I hope for the best that it will work out in my favor as well.
Absolutely. So as long as you're going to be diligent as well, I can guarantee you our own side of the job. Okay. So you just need to complement it with your own side as well. Coming to class, completing your work, asking questions, and you definitely get value.
All right, then. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
All right, it's a pleasure. Okay, so it's already past 10. I'll take only Basi and then we'll call it a night. Okay, so Basi, go ahead.
Oui, bonsoir, Mohamed.
How are you doing now? Long time.
I'm good. Maybe I should just give a vote of thanks on behalf of everyone that has been in this session. My vote of thanks is especially to you because you are one of the facilitators that I always look forward to sitting under because of your number one wealth of experience and then also your down-to-earth attitude. What I mean is that you answer all the questions, you don't hide anything. Even when we are trying to get one or two things, you still go ahead. Like, unlike some of your colleagues, let it be on record that some of them, they hide information. You ask them
they hide information.
Yes, I know what I'm saying. They will tell you that, let me not give you all the S for now.
Mention names. Mention names.
So that it won't be as if I'm attacking anyone. But some of them
mention names, Basi.
No, I will not. I have my personal reasons, sir. But that is why I want to thank you especially because you don't. If I ask you a question, you go ahead and answer it, and then some have asked similar questions, and you're going ahead to answer it. So thank you very much. Keep on doing the good job. We are still coming. We are still coming. Thank you, and then God bless.
All right, fantastic. So Basi, I would look for you. You must mention that name because
I'll if you
must mention name.
Yes, I'll mention the name. I don't want to mention it now because it's a public platform. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for your, so I'd really love to know so that we can dig deep into that because usually, because we still have facilitators where you call them midnight and they'll pick up. Okay.
No, in the master class here, not in the master class here. You answer all the questions. You show us what you want to know, and that to me that encourages me that okay, I should go ahead and make payment if I want to make payment. But one of your two facilitators or colleagues will say, when you get to class. I don't think that is supposed to be so. I don't think so.
Okay, I understand what you're saying now. All right, no problems. No problems then. Okay, no problems. All right, that's fine. Okay, so thank you very much, Basi. Thank you very much, everyone. Let me see. Let me acknowledge everybody that is here. Adenle Modiat, Anolua, Ayodeji, Joel, Basi, Blessing, Chidema, Denix, Ebireni, Ibiye, Emmanuel, Flex, Gracious, Ibrahim, Yobosa, Madu, Uluagbenga, Peter, Special, Zulehat, every one of you, thank you very much for taking our time to be here. It shows that you got some value if you are still here at this point. But most importantly, there are 4 slots left. 6 is still shaking, okay, until it is permanently taken. But I can guarantee you 4 slots that are left as of now. By tomorrow morning, I don't know if it will still be left. So I want to see you take that slot. So we see you in class. Thank you very much and have a wonderful evening. Cheers.